Have you considered trying Kroger Boost? Well, I did, so you don't have to. Welcome to Gary Talks Money, the finance channel without the gimmicks. My name is Gary, and today we're going to be talking about a unique subscription program that Kroger offers called Kroger Boost. I've been a Kroger Boost member for a little over a year now, and I figured it might be helpful to share my thoughts on the program so you can decide whether or not it's worth it for you. In this video, I'd like to cover four main things: a brief overview of the program, the benefits of using Boost, the drawbacks, and how prices stack up to the competition. I'm interested in hearing whether you've tried Boost or not. If so, what are your thoughts on the program and how do you like it? Be sure to let me know down in the comments section below. While you're down there, be sure to drop a like on this video and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Alright, let's talk about Boost. So I thought we'd begin with a quick overview of the program to tell those of you that have never tried Kroger Boost or heard of Kroger Boost a little bit about it. I'd like to start off by saying that the things that I'm about to share are just my experiences with the Kroger Boost program here in Central Florida, so not all of the things that I will be sharing will probably apply to everyone. Since Kroger does offer grocery delivery and the Boost membership program in other states, some things might be slightly different where you are. So to start with a little bit of background, Kroger began offering online grocery delivery here in the state of Florida back in 2021. They began delivering groceries here in Central Florida from their 375,000 square foot distribution center located in Groveland. At the time that they started offering grocery delivery, every grocery delivery cost a flat fee of $9.95. So regardless of how much you ordered or how often you ordered, you had to pay that $9.95 flat fee for delivery every time. In 2022, however, they began offering a new subscription program called Kroger Boost. This subscription program cost $59 and it offered two things: unlimited free next day grocery delivery on orders of $35 or more, and 2 times fuel rewards points on all purchases. Now that Kroger has been in the state of Florida for a little while, they have expanded outside of their Groveland distribution center, and they now have distribution center locations in Jacksonville and Tampa, with plans on constructing another location down in Miami sometime in the future. Now, before we move on to talking about the benefits of the Boost program, I want to break down that $59 annual fee really quickly, because at first glance, that sounds like quite a bit for a grocery delivery annual fee, but I want to look a little bit closer at it so you understand how this might be a better deal than it first appears. So if you break down that subscription price to getting a grocery delivery at least once a week for a year, that's 52 times, then the cost comes out to $1.13 per grocery delivery. That's pretty reasonable in my opinion, especially when you consider that the original Kroger grocery delivery price was $9.95 per delivery. Now, another way that I like to look at it is to look at how much gas would cost you if you were to actually get into your car and drive to your local grocery store. Depending on how far away you live from your local grocery store, it could actually cost more to get in your car and drive there and drive back. What I did is I inputted my car's information into the EPA's fuel cost calculator, and it estimated that a round trip to my grocery store, which is about 5 miles away, would cost about $1.56. That comes out to about 78 cents each way. So we're looking at $1.56 just for fuel. So if you look at it that way, Kroger's delivery at $1.13 actually is a little bit cheaper. Now, the other thing that I like to look at is the amount of time that you're spending going to the grocery store, browsing the aisles, looking at your shopping list, trying to track down those sale items, clipping coupons, etc., etc. So you have to factor that in as well with the cost of gas to get there. All in all, I don't think that $1.13 price point per delivery is all that bad, and it actually goes down if you get more deliveries than just once a week. Now, I don't think that the average family is going to get grocery deliveries more than once a week, but if you do, that just means that the membership price is even cheaper per delivery. All right, now that we talked a little bit about the background of the Kroger Boost program, I want to talk about a few of the benefits of using the Boost program. The first thing I like to highlight is that the Boost program and Kroger delivery in general is really easy to use. You can order your groceries on Kroger's website or from their mobile app, and both of them are very easy to navigate and very easy to use in general. Now, this is not exactly a unique thing just to Kroger delivery, but Kroger allows you to select your substitution preferences. With Kroger, you can select whether you want to receive substitutions for all of your items, specific items, or none of the items at all. If an item happens to be out of stock, Kroger will generally try to find a similar item and they will offer it to you at the same price. Sometimes you will even get offered a larger item at the same price. And the good thing is, you always get to choose whether you want to keep the items that are offered to you as substitutions. You can keep them all, or you can reject the ones that you're not interested in. The next thing that I like about Kroger's delivery program is that you will get notifications about your order along every step of the way, including notifications about out-of-stock items and substituted items. You'll also get a heads up when your driver is on the way and when you're the next stop on their route. Another thing that I really like about Kroger's delivery is that groceries get delivered directly to your home and they get delivered on your time schedule. The great thing about Kroger delivery is that there's generally a pretty good selection of time slots for next day and sometimes even same day grocery deliveries. Now, those time slots are wide ranging and they range anywhere from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., so it can pretty much accommodate anybody's schedule throughout the day. Another thing that I see as a big bonus when using Kroger delivery is that Kroger's delivery drivers are very friendly and professional in my experience. And since Kroger's delivery drivers work directly for Kroger and are not contracted out by a third-party company, you are not required to tip those drivers. Now, you certainly can if you would like to, but you are not required to tip those drivers. Now, another really nice thing that is sort of a distinction between Kroger and a third-party delivery service is that all of Kroger's grocery deliveries come in refrigerated trucks. And that means that your groceries are going to be just as fresh as they were when they were packed. Another benefit that I really like is the fact that with the Kroger Boost program, you can get an unlimited number of free deliveries as long as you meet that $35 minimum threshold for your grocery order. Another really great thing about ordering from Kroger online is that Kroger has a lot of sale items and coupons every week that you can choose from, and even gives away some free items occasionally. Their store brand items are top quality, and they're usually priced well below their name brand equivalents. Now, another thing that is very, very simple with the Kroger delivery program is refunds. If you happen to get an item that you're not 100% satisfied with, whether it be a bruised produce item or a dented in box or something that's out of date or in bad condition, you can just go onto the Kroger website or the Kroger app and request a refund for those items, and you will get an immediate refund to your original payment method. It's totally hassle-free, it's no questions asked, and it's very, very simple to do. The final thing that I think is a great bonus when using the Kroger delivery and specifically the Boost program is that you earn 2 times fuel rewards points as a Boost member. Now, these fuel rewards points can be redeemed at any participating Shell gas station or at Kroger fuel centers. Now, the really cool thing is you can actually take up to $1 off per gallon per visit with your fuel points. So if you stack up enough fuel points, you can take up to $1 off per gallon. That really adds up, and it's a big help if you're trying to save on gas. Now, as I mentioned, Kroger offers 2 times points for Boost members, and there are occasionally 4 times points earning opportunities with special coupons. You'll just have to be on the lookout for those in the coupons section. All right, now that we covered some of the benefits of using the Kroger Boost program, let's talk about a few of the drawbacks and some drawbacks of the Kroger delivery experience in general. The first drawback that I like to mention is the fact that delivery slots can fill up relatively quickly during busy times of the week or around holidays. Now, this is not something that is exclusive just to Kroger. I know that this is an issue with a lot of grocery delivery programs, so I'm not going to slam Kroger for this. This is something that happens with other grocery delivery programs as well, but it is worth noting that Sometimes grocery delivery slots for next day delivery will also fill up, depending on what time of day you're shopping. If you're shopping too late in the day and you want to get an early morning delivery, it may not be possible. So, worth noting, but not a huge deal breaker in my opinion. The next drawback that I have noted with using Kroger's delivery program is that items are often out of stock or go out of stock immediately after you order them. While Kroger usually will try to offer you a substitution of some sort, they're not always available, so you might not get every single item that you order every single time. Another slight drawback is that, in my experience, I've noticed that Kroger online does tend to have a limited selection of certain items. You may not find every product that you're looking for, and they don't always have some items that are carried at traditional brick and mortar stores. So just something to note, if you're on the hunt for a particular item, they may not have it in stock. Another slightly annoying thing is that occasionally coupons offered on certain items either won't work or won't reflect on your final total. So you might get through the whole checkout process and think that the coupon applied, and then you get your delivery and your final receipt gets emailed to you or sent to you via text message, and you notice that that coupon didn't stick. Now, there is an easy solution to this. You can contact customer service and they will either give you a refund or a coupon, but it is slightly annoying that it doesn't always stick the first time. Another thing that I find slightly annoying is that you can't actually reschedule your delivery date or time once you've placed your order. Now, I know there's probably a very good reason for this. It's probably to do with the logistics of route planning, but it would be convenient if you could reschedule for a different date or time more easily. Right now, what you have to do is actually cancel your order and reschedule it for a different time slot if it's even available. So, slightly annoying, not a huge deal breaker, but worth mentioning. Another thing that can be a little bit frustrating is that orders will occasionally be delayed. And this is one of those unavoidable things that happens with pretty much every grocery delivery service, but it can be hard to pinpoint the exact delivery time when this happens. It could be a delay of an hour, it could be 2 hours, 3 hours or more. It's very rare that this happens, but in my experience, communication is not always the best, and it could take your driver a little while to show up. Now, the last thing that I see as a slight drawback is the fact that the fuel rewards points that you earn every time that you shop with your Boost membership can only be redeemed at a limited number of Shell gas stations, at least here in Central Florida. Now, as I mentioned before, you can actually redeem these at Kroger fuel stations as well, but here in Florida, we don't actually have Kroger brick and mortar stores, so that's not very much use to us here. And the number of Shell stations, at least around me locally, is pretty limited. So you kind of have to pick a station and stick with it because you may not find a ton of other participating Shell stations in your area. All right, we took a look at the disadvantages of the Boost program. Now I want to talk about how the prices of Kroger's online delivery stack up with the competition. Now, one thing that I want to mention really quickly is that this is not an exhaustive comparison of prices between Kroger delivery and other grocery stores. If you're interested in seeing a more in-depth comparison of Kroger's online delivery prices, definitely let me know down in the comments section below, and that's something that I can consider doing in the future. Now, in my experience, Kroger's delivery prices are very similar, if not the same, as the prices in their actual physical brick and mortar stores. Now, as I mentioned, we don't actually have physical Kroger stores here in Florida, but anytime I've gone out of state and compared the prices in store to the prices online, they've matched up perfectly. There's not really been any discrepancies that I've noticed. As far as I know, Kroger doesn't actually mark up the prices of items that are ordered online as opposed to in-store. Prices on non-sale items seem to be pretty much comparable with other grocery stores here locally, such as Publix, Winn-Dixie, and Walmart. I've noticed that sale price items at Kroger are generally a little bit cheaper than our other local grocery stores, especially with their coupons that they have to offer. Generally, I would say that Kroger's sale prices are a little bit lower than the other stores around here, with the exception of the buy one get one frees that are famous at stores like Publix and Winn-Dixie. Something kind of cool and unique about shopping online with Kroger Delivery is that Kroger actually offers flash sales on certain items like produce, bread, and bakery items. Now, these limited time flash sales can actually cut the prices in half on some pretty expensive items that you might not buy otherwise. Now, you can snag some pretty great deals during these flash sales, but they are limited time and they're pretty rare when they offer them. And finally, the last thing that I've noticed is that Kroger's store brand items are very reasonably priced, and they're usually just a little bit cheaper than the competition. So, some final thoughts. Overall, I'm very pleased with the Kroger Boost program, and I'm happy with how much time and money it has saved me over the last year or so of membership. While the Boost program may not be for everyone, I think that the membership is actually more than worth it, and it pays for itself as long as you're ordering at least once a week. I think that Kroger's online grocery prices are definitely very competitive, and their coupons and sales make it worth shopping online with them. I also really like the added bonus of the fuel rewards program. Even though there are a limited number of participating gas stations that you can use them at, I do think that it helps me save money on fuel overall. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this little mini review of the Kroger Boost program to be informative and helpful. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing. If you'd like to check out some more of my videos, I'll have a playlist linked up there and down in the description below. Until next time guys, take care, and I'll see you later.